Episode 64. We kinda botched it last time. We botched the final exam. I got a lot of right answers, but right at the very beginning, we filled in one wrong answer. I thought I could go back and change my answers, but I guess that pencil can't erase. Even if I could have erased all of my answers and redone them, I still got a bunch of things wrong. I sort of reviewed the answers from the wiki last time, but I think there were a couple of others that I also got wrong. If we do get the final exam again, I should be able to pass it, but just kind of a shame. We have to do all of that work again. But I am kind of glad that I gave it the old college try or whatever. Giving my own answers for at least one run, and we can see how we did, even though I already know. I think I counted 4 mistakes last time, but there should have been one extra that I didn't count as part of the review. Why do I have a trophy? Where are the results? But, I got wrong answers. I got an A? Well, I guess I don't have to go back to the classroom, but... Oh, wait. Was a trophy for getting... Okay, right. You don't need to get all the answers right for the trophy, I guess. You need an A. Yeah, I guess the description here, ACE, the classroom final exam. I thought that meant 100%, but ACE means an A. Right. That's what that term means. Well, I guess I got enough right answers for an A. Good. Glad. Great even. I don't have to do all of that again. And it was also kind of my own answers. Yeah, I was going to begin this episode by reviewing the extra things that I got wrong. First of all, I guess I'm still going to do that. But they don't seem to show the results here. I can't like press A to continue or move to the next thing. And these aren't the results. Hey, wait a second. Ovin Nevare. New array? I aced the exam, I should know this. Well, I don't know all of these words, but... New future, that's what it was. A ray of light. Towards a new future? What was in again? Well, I have a photo for this, and actually, yeah. That was the first thing that I was going to mention about some of the mistakes that I made during the test. I guess the first mistake, which I thought was the first nail in the coffin and also the final nail in the coffin, which I got wrong on number 2, which I'll get to in a sec, but first let's review this. What was in? Did we even have in? I don't think we did. I think we saw it during the test, but I don't remember what it was. Well, this is like toward a new future or something like that. Well, what I wanted to say about what I got wrong on number 2, that question was about what city the character from number 1 came from, and you were supposed to use the map from the geography class, not the world map, but the zoomed-in map on one of the side posters about Fenaries or whatever, because they talked about how the guy went west and then north and arrived in Fen, I guess. That would have pointed you towards the city Oris. That's where they came from. And I think the same map pointed you towards how many cities were larger than Reddington, because on that map there were only 2 other cities that showed up, and I guess you're supposed to assume those are the only cities bigger than Reddington if they're the only ones that show up on the map. In bigger text, no less, with bigger squares. I'm looking at that photo right now, and that's all I can gather. So those were my main mistakes, I guess. Among the other ones, embarrassingly, I got AG for silver wrong. I somehow jumped the gun and thought it was argon, even though I already know silver is AG. If you asked me about nickel, palladium, or gold, I could have told you NIPD or AU in a heartbeat, but for some reason AG tripped me up. And then, yeah, even though I got it right, there was that one question at the very end I was floundering back and forth between, which I guess luckily got right. I'm not sure how many more wrong answers I could have gotten if I needed to get the A. But on that one, I knew that the angel's name was Orinda through a few other hints that we knew. I had forgotten that the name of the country, which I guess would have been on the map if I bothered to look at my phone at the world map again. Not the country, the name of the continent, I guess, is Orindia. And it was one of those things where it's a one-letter difference. The difference was I between Orindia and Orinda, but I arrived at the wrong direction because I started with Orinda the angel and assumed you subtracted from there, that it would either subtract the I or the, what was it? The R, I guess. And between Oinda and Oinda, I assumed the continent's name was Oinda. So I guess we just got lucky on that one. But that's how multiple choice works sometimes, right? Sometimes you just get lucky and get the A. Well, I'm glad. There may be more wrong answers I could have reviewed, but we don't have to do that. We got the A. We don't have to take the final exam ever again. We can go to college. We're not going to do that, though. We're going to stay here in the manor. Until I figure everything else out here. The name of the game remains the same, despite the classroom exam. We gotta get experiments to remove boxes. We have to get the throne room, which apparently costs 5 gems, and I unfortunately couldn't draft it last time. And we gotta get... Gotta get the, what was it called? What was it? The vault, right. The last key for the vault and the vault itself. So yeah, as planned, the upgrade disc respawns right where we left it if we never used it. Even though I traded it away last time, and we're gonna do this the same way to get the gear wrench. My little trick for starting the day with a gear wrench. This will help us change the rarity on all of these gear rooms. But I'm going to want to use that upgrade disc eventually, maybe after we turn all of the gear rooms into common rooms. I'm just going to make every game in the room common, which is probably a bad strategy. Do we care about the boiler room anymore? The boiler room lets us change the way the statistics, the luck works for getting rooms that are connected to the powered vents or whatever, which is useful in some cases. We can sometimes guarantee a passageway or even a wait room or something, just as long as we want to continue without getting one of the dead-end rooms or something. But that's not always the most efficient way to go about things. We do want this to be common, though. Should we... Let's try to go towards the rear first. I think we want to go for, as usual, the armory from rank 8. While doing all the other things we try to do. I guess that's our item, technically. We also saw last time the boudoir. Maybe it was luck, it didn't feel like luck. The second boudoir gave us a bunch of items, which I'm pretty sure wasn't just like some random effect. Yeah, the dark room. We need the gems from the funeral parlor. And since we need the gems, we're not going to spend them. Great. Well, there's a dead end. This was at least calculated? Not calculated, We're taking it into account, is all I'm saying. Maybe we don't draft below the dark room just yet. If we can find a way to turn on the lights, we can come back, but maybe I should have done that before drafting north. Let's try out the other side of the house. The kennel's not bad, but only if we can get a shovel. I think for now we just want gems though, but this is rare. Yeah, give me the kennel. And that's another corner room. Maybe I'm still undecided between... That's an apple, we don't need it yet. Still undecided between getting the rook, which lets us re-roll the corner rooms, or... Or the, what was it called? The knight. Anyway, we're getting the mechanarium, even though it wouldn't have a lot of rooms. We're gonna set this to... Oh, is it already common? I guess it is. Yeah, we set it to common before in the... Gotta remember all these room names. The corner room. The green room that lets us change the rarity. That one. It's already common, but oh well. Oh, only one door. Right. Well, it's a dead end now. Great. Oops. That was a waste of the wrench. We didn't have to actually change that, and it just made a dead end for us. And none of these doors are going to open up either way. Not after we drafted it. Well, now we got to make sure we actually go north. And it's a good thing we have the compass for that. I still don't know what this is. Maybe I should look it up. Cat? C-A-T. No clue. Pool hall. I would have preferred the study for the rerolls. But I guess we do need to save gems in order to buy the throne room. We'll try to only use gems if we absolutely have to. Or if it's super beneficial, like the vault. This should be easy for us. They haven't even introduced squaring yet. 6, 8, 11 minus 8 is 3. 18 minus 10 minus 7 is 1. Times 10 is 10, times 2 is 20. 21 minus 20 is 1, times 15 is 15. Divided by 5 divided by 1 is 3. A silver key. Very handy for not getting a dead end. And then, yeah. No dead end today. Thank goodness. Does doing this actually open up the mechanarium from the rear if we go through? Does it count as like opening a locked door from behind or something? I don't want to go out of my way for the aquarium, but this is beneficial in a few ways because it's a green room and a red room. And this would help us get a gem from the funeral parlor. We would get a gem from this, and the dice are also useful, just the aquarium. If we get a shovel eventually, that'd be great. And no, this is just barred off forever. The mechanarium is forever drafted, after you draft it once. I was saying we weren't gonna use these gems, but the courtyard is also helpful. There's an item there. This is a red room though. Item or red room. Item at the cost of a gem with dig spots or a red room. We'll probably get the courtyard again. It's more of a question of if I can get 5 gems to save early in the day. I guess we'll do this and try to get the funeral parlor. We don't have to walk inside just yet, though. The dice are nice, but give me the gem, I guess. Maybe I should have actually gone for the dice. Assuming we're getting the funeral parlor pretty soon. I did need a key, though. Like, we kinda severely need a key. When we're getting this high in the ranks. A key or several doors to work with. Okay, well the wine cellar is a lot of gems, which I do need. But the lab's the lab. And we want the experiment. Oh, and it's also right. Well, it's already common. Maybe I should have checked before getting this wrench. So actually, how many of these rooms are mechanical rooms? Rotunda's not mechanical, I guess. None of these are mechanical. Actually, very few mechanical rooms. Well, I guess they're all over here. I think we want the utility closet to be common. We do want that to be common, I think. Pump room we can make actually rare. We don't need water anymore. But it could be a problem if we do actually have to change the water to some level at a later point. If we make it rare. Maybe we'll just keep it as the same. I don't know. Security we want usual, common. Workshop also common. Lab is already common. Yeah, all the mechanical room, normal rooms are over here. Then the other mechanical rooms are... Guess it would only be the mechanarium. None of these rooms, yeah. So yeah, we only have to worry about the rooms that appear on this page to change the rarity of. Closet, boiler room, workshop, and security. All of which we might actually get. And then we're done with this wrench forever, I think. And we can just use the upgrade disc as of whenever we want. Whenever we get the trading post again. Alright, so our effects today are... There it is, crate from the tunnel. There's also gold in the allowance and all of these permanent things that I do like. But we gotta go for the crates. Lockpicking might be like a good early game investment, but we're not in the early game. And I'm not saying that it should have appeared in the early game, but it just feels like it's too late to be worrying about that kind of thing. Each time you find some trash while digging, we do have some trash lying around. Okay, this one triggers a lot. But can we trigger it 10 times? We've got the dining room. This would prevent us from using our map. An upgraded floor plan. How often can we trigger that? I guess we saw in the library the other day, I think I had 11 discs collected. So that would be 11 times, or rather, no, probably 10 because we upgraded the spare green room twice. And we already drafted that, or the spare veranda. We already drafted the spare veranda, so that's down to 9, plus whatever other upgraded rooms I might have already drafted, I don't remember. I think we drafted the bedroom closet. This one's the easiest to do for free. I would do this if I wanted to call today a mulligan, but I don't think we can afford to lose that many steps. And this one is just unreliable at best. Do we have any mail? Probably not. No. What about any new staff announcements? Yeah, it seems like they're doing this, like every day. Yay, I'm going to guess that means he's likely already reached room 46 then. I knew he would pull it off. I just knew it. Congratulations, Simon. Kimberly Thompson. Very rude of you, Simon, not to respond to all these guys. Let them go back to work or whatever. I mean, they're still on paid vacation, but still. Maybe they don't want to come back. Maybe Simon likes being alone. Oh yeah, we drafted the pool hall too. So yeah, that's 3 rooms that won't trigger the effect just yet. But if we see another room that'll help us, we'll definitely draft it. Okay. You're pissing me off. But we'll make the gym. That's the least harmful one. So this will bring us down to 41, right? Yeah. This whole time I thought it was just 2. Somehow going from 2 to 3 is a lot worse in my head. Is this upgraded? No, this is upgraded. But, nah. Well, this would be a free gem back. Should we really pass up the experiment, though? I don't think we should. And this is common. We can expect to see it again. Probably one of the best things I can make common, but we don't necessarily want to use the gems. This would give me a gem, though. We'll just go for this. No more crates. Not if we can help it. The library? Less common floor plans is good. We might even want to use our dice on that. You know, I could have done the steps thing and just bought from the kitchen, but I use the map a lot, so... Whatever, I'll consider using that effect next time, or that trigger. For now, the library. Now hold on. This is less common floor plans, right? Yeah. That might trigger the throne room, and if we use dice on that, there's an even greater chance that we will trigger it. So I think we're going to wait on that one, and try to explore the rest of the house, if we can, without hitting a brick wall or a locked door. Maybe we need the commissary. Oh damn it, we're losing a lot of steps now. Shit. Do we use our silver key here? Let's try the chapel, I guess. It'd be really annoying if we have to walk back into the gym, though. None of these are upgraded. So I guess we're just going for the corridor. Get around the gym. Oh wait, the storeroom was also upgraded. So that's actually 1, 2, 3, 4 upgraded rooms I drafted. So we can only get 6 triggers from this thing at most, and we already did 1. Maybe I should have gone for the map after all. And 6 triggers is only the maximum. There's no guarantee we're actually going to do all 6. Yeah, since I had the dining room, I probably should have gone for the other thing. No gems for green rooms is pretty good. There's no way to get this one south of the area, though. Maybe we take the pantry for the free door to the north? I think we prefer this, though, because there might be an item in there. We haven't found a shovel yet, so that goes well with our kennel ability. Unfortunately, that was not the item that spawned here. I guess it was just the orange. Oh crap. So what's it gonna be? A normal key or the silver key? I guess it's gonna be... no, the normal key. That is unfortunate. This will minus us 2 gems, but give us 1 gem back. I guess we're doing it. We can't afford to get the archives right now. I just don't want to. Probably no new email here. No, I don't think so. Probably all the new stuff is just in these staff services. Well, son of a bitch. I guess this is why we have the silver key, though. Today's ending up pretty bad. Maybe I should go south of the dark room. That'll be our last resort, I guess. Passageway is free. Let's go towards the non-locked side. The less likely to be locked side. Well, we can do this, I guess. That would work with the dark room. And we can change the rarity. Maybe we just lean towards the mechanical rooms this time. We've only gotten like this one that we can change the rarity of. Okay, I guess we're doing it. There we go. It's calm now. Fix the gym. Turn the lights on to the dark room and the garage. Oh right, and the keycard stuff. If we do get the security room. Also very important. Damn. I was expecting it. Okay, here we go. Well, let's go back to the dark room, pretty far away. Things are not yet working out in my favor. Maybe I remote into... Well, we just need like maybe 3 more experiments. 3 or 4 more. Hopefully 3. This trigger for this experiment is actually much harder than I thought, considering I've drafted a lot of these common ones already. Maybe I should have used some keys on... Oh, I already wasted a step. I saw the icon on this, I thought it meant I could open it. Wasted several steps there. Oh, the lockpick kit, that actually helps. Quite a bit. I did pick up everything, right? Yeah. Kitchen doesn't help us. We can't get to the corner room here. I think the key would be our best bet. Maybe we get a key from this from just the constellations, but I don't want to spend gems right now. And maybe we get gems from this, but probably just this. Oh right, this one's upgraded too. I gotta remember. Let's do a quick ping. Veranda's one, we did that. The funeral parlor we need. We already did the storeroom. We just did the nook. Any of these? No. Yeah, none of these either. The guy's bedroom we want to get again at some point. As long as the dead end doesn't kill us. We did the hallway with locked trunk. That's the only one. We need the courtyard. I'm not sure how you would upgrade a store. And of course we need the parlor room, which I think already passed, but none of these normally red rooms were upgraded. And I think that's it. I feel like there were less upgrades than I thought there were. Whatever. The most important thing is that whenever I look at the rooms, I just try to remember if I upgraded them or not, which should be easy to remember. Should I use a key on this? We might be dead in the water if I use a key here and it's not more keys. Running out of steps here. If we had enough steps, we could also go all the way to the trading post and try to trade in our items, I guess, for keys, if we had to. I think we want to go north and try to go to the left where it's less likely to be locked. We'll try our lockpick first though. There it is. So yeah, let's go to the left. The keys though, nah. Alright, I think we're giving up on the whole attempt to get, well, anything else today. All we're really doing is changing the rarity on these things since we have this wrench for today. So yeah, at the cost of the gem and probably not getting the special drone room, we're doing this. And now it's common. I should look towards the bottom here more though, because I think sometimes an item can spawn here. Or can it? Maybe not. Well, I know sometimes dig spawns spawn here, but not today. Alright, it worked. I guess our lockpick skill actually increased, right? A little bit. We can go to the south rooms through the library. So even though the garage would give us keys, we're going to hang on to the gem and go to the boudoir. That'll give us a gem and... Okay, it doesn't always have a ton of items in here. But that would have been nice. Like a special rule for the second boudoir. It is a free gem though. Alright, so now what? Maybe we try lockpicking the right side of the passageway. And if it does work out, or even if it doesn't work out, maybe we use the key. If only for the reason that, I think it's less likely to be locked at the lower ranks there than it is to be on the higher ranks on the west side of the house. Great, okay, we're using the key. None of this is very helpful. I think the only thing we can do today is probably the observatory. This day's turning out pretty bad. This might have been handier a little bit earlier on. We don't have shops yet, which is a pain. Okay, more gems. And yeah, keys as needed. Suddenly we have enough gems to get the throne room. We just actually need to get it. But we have to walk all the way back to the library. I think we gotta go for the kitchen or something, or just make it one rank further. Maybe I should have gone north of the boudoir. Oh hey, the dovecote. I guess we'll finally place it down. I hope that was a good shot for the thumbnail. With the doves flying around and all that. If not, maybe, I don't know, something like this. Is this room anything other than this? Doesn't have to be, but just kind of wondering. Sometimes rooms have extra lore in them. I'm glad it has all these doves though. Okay, that's probably enough farming for a thumbnail. Hopefully not locked over here. Damn. I think we gotta save our key for the boudoir. Just so we can guarantee the rank. But if we did that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, we wouldn't make it back to the dining room. We need a way to gain a few steps back before we head back to the dining room. And we're either going to do that on the boudoir side or on this side. If we had a shovel, we could unlock this door. I think I made a mistake making this a spare veranda. There are probably way better effects. And we haven't really gotten another green room. Well, there's another green room. It doesn't really help us. I could code check the gear wrench. We don't have anything inside the code check. But only if I were really confident today was over. Any food here? Unfortunately, I don't think we're getting enough steps to make it back. And I only triggered the experiment 2 times. I kind of forgot about that again. Oh, what a waste of an episode. Didn't even get the funeral parlor. Should I do this? Do I really care about gaining stars? I'm not sure I do. We're screwed. We can't make it to the other side of the house due to the layout I have. I think the only thing we can do is hope that there's a key inside the bedroom. Or something like that. Because what else can we do? With this many steps remaining, there's nothing. Didn't even use the library today. Maybe I redraw, try to hope for the kitchen. I guess the attic might have food in it, or something. It does have a key. Oh, well, there's the shovel, finally. We might be able to get some steps back if we find some turnips on the way to wherever. That's rank 5, right? We don't have that room. That's the library. That's where we want to go. But how are we going to do this? I guess I can just walk back in the direction that we have to go in no matter what we do. And try to decide. Let's see where we're at after digging this stuff up. That would have been 1 trigger for the experiment. That would have been 2. Already as good as what we already did. Great. I might have picked the worst one. The worst trigger. So now that we're here, what should we do? We can try to continue north with our 1 key. if we went south, it would be hard to guarantee any way out. We would need to get a turnip, and even then, we can't guarantee that. And you know, we haven't even triggered the dining room. That was the contingent thing for surviving. We have to go north. We have to dive deeper. You know, I didn't make use of this room. The power here. Maybe I should have. And I don't think there were any dig spots. I already checked. The commissary? Should we code check any of this stuff? Not really. I mean, the shovel is fine, but it's no special item. Wait, power's on in the garage. We can do this. We're giving up on the higher ranks, but do I really want to give up on all of that? I mean, the only other thing I can do today are those remaining rooms past the library and the dining room. I guess that's all we can do. Give us this bonus. I could have gone for like the Queen's bonus for more keys and like continued north. But I think all of these northern rooms, there's not too much we can do with that. All we can really do in the remaining rooms of the day is just try that one thing with the library that I was talking about. We didn't really trigger any experiments or anything like that. Not really. I actually don't know how many steps this is, so hopefully it works out. Alright, that's not a step. Yeah, from the garage to the outside, it's one step. Then one more step to here. Then one more inside. It's only 3 steps to get back to the front of the house. Pretty handy. We did not make a furnace. I had the chance to, but I didn't. Maybe I wanted to stop by the trading post before we left. Whatever. So we're going towards... Well, I guess we can stop by the lower left first. But after that, we have to head all the way around through the chapel to the library. Which actually wouldn't have been that far from the passageway. I miscalculated how far it was. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8. This one's off. 9, 10. We can make it. Okay, we could get some steps back, but today's pretty much over anyway. I think what we want is actually... Well, yeah, we want the vault. But no, we want the conservatory, I guess. If today's a mulligan, then this is all we can really do. And suddenly we're getting keys out the wazoo. Already common. I guess we like that. It is an upgraded room. Yep, that's common too. Do we like the dorm? Is it that good of a room? Doing this has the effect of making every other room less common, technically. It would help us get steps back, but this is like a dead-end room. We typically hate those. Sometimes there's an item inside. I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. This wasn't a very good use of the conservatory today. Gotta keep rolling the dice though. Gotta keep spinning that wheel. Only 2 experiments. How sad. I guess we can open this. And any other chests that I missed, but I don't remember where they are. Well, we have the garage, but kind of pointless at this point. I think we drafted the garage in like the northernmost place it can be. For some reason, I don't think it can be in rank 9, but I'm not sure why I think that. It just feels like certain rooms can never be in the corner, and this is one of them. Maybe. Well, we know the secret garden is one of those. Oh yeah, and we can ask for a book for tomorrow. Or whenever. I guess at this point we're just on drafting strategy. I didn't actually expect to get all of these books before I finished all of that stuff with the seals underground. And here I am. Yeah, that would have been nice. This is useless to us, so this is the only one. At least we get to see our trophy. So that makes 6 now. Just 2 more. For whatever blue tense is. It better be good. Yeah. What a sad day. How do we end today? The bathroom? I guess so. A very sad bathroom. We can't even see outside because there's no window on this side. We can't even make it back to the trading post. I might have if I actually bought the commissary. Maybe I should have thought of that. Oh well. Another waste of a day. Feels like this should happen pretty often. I'm not sure what I could have done. I could have gone for the vault, but who knows when a vault key would spawn. I was going for gems, but it didn't really work out that way. Just gotta keep rolling the dice. Unfortunately, we don't have dice. Wasn't there another piece of artwork in this room based on that? Is this the one that was, one of the third answers, or the one answer on the quiz that I didn't quite understand? Because these two, we know Ace and Face were 2 of the answers, and the answer that was correct, that wasn't in this room, was the one in the gallery, whichever one that was. I think Realization or Realize, that's the one. But we don't know the title of that one in the foyer, so I guess just through process of elimination we figured it out. We're doing this for the experiment since we botched it so badly last time. And now we've got 5 gems, I guess. Any emails here? No one would send new emails here. What was I thinking? Oh wait, before we do this. Any new news? Communications? I guess so. Wednesday, December 22nd. Kimberly, I can't confirm with any certainty that he's reached room 46 yet, but from the activity I can see on the network, I'd be very surprised if he hasn't. Yeah, I guess they write this so that it works whether or not you reach room 46. Because you could bring the satellite back before room 46, but it's way unlikely. If you're good enough to bring back the satellite, with all of the hints and the microchips and all of that junk, you're probably good enough to reach room 46. So congratulations are in order from me as well as Simon. I too knew, you would pull it off. Randolph Moore. At least we get to see this every day, that's nice. For a while anyway. They have to run out at some point. Our effects are same things, except not the lockpicking one. We do want to remove crates still. We can do this at the very start of the day. We could try this. There are a lot of red rooms, but I'm pretty sure with a full day, we can do a lot of these. After all, yesterday we got like 6 or 7. Can we do better than 6 or 7 red rooms? Or can we do 6 or 7 red rooms to do better than that? We might. If I went for the furnace, if I made it a red room day, but then we're not doing anything else that day, and we can't rely on just getting a shovel and dig spots and trash. That's too much. So with 5 gems, with the experiment, maybe today we'll actually get the drone room, or get a lot of headway through the tunnel. One can only hope. The outer room is a lot of steps though. This is technically an upgraded room. We upgraded it with the lunchbox. I guess that's not what they mean though. Alright, there's one. This is actually more common than I felt like it was before. Before I reached room 46, it felt like I was never getting this room. No wait, that would be... Yeah, that would be, negative... Wait, what? 3... Oh, that's... Hang on. We don't normally see pink in this slot. I think we're going out to in, or in to out rather. But normally it's like the second step is minus. But I guess they're doing multiplication this time. So 15 minus 13 is 2. Is that the first time they've had the order changed? It's no problem, but I'm just surprised. That's 21 minus 3 is 18. I guess that's helpful. We still want to break down that one wall. And there was also that thing about the weather vane. That's an upgraded room. We're not going to pass it up. Even if we feel like it's common... Oh wait, right, we got the shelter. I forgot. Should have been the chapel, I guess, but... Yeah, even though if we feel like this room is common, we... don't get it as often as I want. I didn't get it yesterday when I was gunning for it, so... I guess I'm not going to pass up the opportunity. We are going to have to come back later, though. The guy's bedroom would have also been a good choice. Maybe I should have done that one. The commissary's not a bad investment. We do have money. To make these days worthwhile, we have to turn our money into something. Even at the cost of 1 gem. But if we get the throne room in the next door, I'm going to be very angry. I'm very angry. I should have gone back to the hallway. And opened up this thing. I'm stupid. Yeah, there's a gem. But if we picked up the gem, the game wouldn't have put down the throne room behind this door. They only did it because I had 4 gems. I can't believe this shit. We almost turned this episode around. It was a waste right until then. The courtyard is a special room, I guess. Trigger the experiment. Maybe I should be saving these gems, though. Because the throne room could spawn again. At any point. Sure, give us the gems. Yeah, the guy's bedroom. We have around north. And if it ends up being a dead end on all 3 options, we have dice now. A lot of gems. I didn't think 4 could spawn. In one chest. This is also in a way an upgraded room. Oops. I pressed A a little bit too quickly. Another upgraded room. Alright, at least we're doing a lot of experiments this time, and we can unlock all the doors now, but we might want to wait on that while we have the secret key. Or the garden key. This is also an upgraded room, technically. We don't have to connect it to a bedroom, we just want the effect right now. And we've never really made use of the effect anyway. I think there was one time I did it. This is useless to us now. This is like one room I don't mind making super rare. Unless there's some kind of secret extra room you can add, now that you've drafted all rooms. I'm going to assume there isn't, though. This is actually kind of a pain, though. I don't want the archives, I don't want the pump room either. So either we redraw, or we sacrifice 2 gems to the drafting studio. But if we did that, it would be hard to go north. Maybe we just redraw right now. Chapel's not the worst thing in the world. Oh wait. I'm stupid. We have the shelter. We should have done the archive. Oh well. I guess I'm calling this episode, Oh Wait, I'm Stupid. I could call any episode that, though. I guess we do want to go south, sort of. It felt like yesterday we weren't really stacked or anything like that. Secret passage? Sure. But what room do we want? Well, hang on. Let's actually save this until we get to rank 8. Because we do want to get the armory still. And then we can be done with the armory and use the bonus on other things. Well, not done with the armory, I guess it can be useful later. I think we're shielded from this effect, but I don't know if the lights will still turn off. Nope, okay. So that means we get this item for free. God damn it. Are we screwed? We might be screwed. We knew it could happen, but I don't know. I just didn't expect it. Well, I'll have to somehow find my way around the dark room with these remaining rooms, I guess. There are a few we can work with, but I'm not very confident. Today might just be another mulligan. But I guess we'll find out in the next episode, at the very start. Now would be a good time to take a break.